someone to dive in. Every dream needs someone to wish it. Every adventure needs someone. Yes, Kim, everything is working out so far. Yes, we had a little hiccups, but Datosha was able to work it out. So we live. She was my trainer. Datosha, she was the one training me on Blab. Hey, Pam, I see you're in. There's no way you can lose. Yeah. For you to ride it. There's a treasure waiting for you to find. I like India Ire. There's a picture waiting for you to paint it. There's a dollar waiting for you.
Yeah, I do too. She's one of my favorites.
Wow. Who you waiting for? If you don't take a chance, you'll never know what's in store. Somebody's got to be a star. Just do you. Somebody's got to raise the bar.
Somebody's got to raise the bar.
Yes, we're going to raise the bar tonight, ladies. So everybody tuning in, we're going to raise the bar tonight.
Something's really in our cups, guys.
Yeah, you know, we really are drinking, ladies. So do you guys have your teacups out? It says cafe. That means we are joining the conversation over some tea or coffee, whichever one you choose. You can even have water or juice in your cup. Just get the cup out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so since it's 7 o'clock, I'm gonna go ahead and bring down the music, but you know we had to start with our theme music. College Savvy Coach, thank you for joining. We were just finished playing our theme song, India Ire. So I'm gonna try and multitask tonight and do double duty, and I'm a Facebook Live. So for those who couldn't come,
yeah, you fancy
on the download, they're gonna try and sneak and get all the information from Facebook Live. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to them on Facebook Live too, if it works out the way it's supposed to. You know, technology is a little different. I just be trying to keep up with all the avenues. I don't know.
That's it.
Technology will run away from you if you let it.
Hey, ladies, I see y'all comments saying hello, hello, hello.
Welcome, ladies. Thank you so much. Tasha. I know they're going to say she spelled that girl's name different on every flyer.
It's all good.
Somebody said, you spelled her name wrong. I said, that was on her bio. I was like, absolutely not. I did not. Okay, so let me see if I put it here. And then let me see. Go live. 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm going to change it around and hopefully it got the screen. Nope. Uh-oh. It worked earlier.
It'll work.
Okay, there we go. Okay, it's some of it, not all of it. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. Yay! So we Facebook Live and too. Look, I got it behind the actual thing, but they can actually see the event. So if you are tuning in, they said they're inviting some of our friends on Facebook Live. I'm trying to get it where it won't be in between. There we go. That's better. Okay. So they probably say, well, who is that and what's going on there? It's us. Yay.
Who's Vision Concepts won? She said she's going to get her cup. I love it.
Oh, Jacqueline, yes. Go get your cup. Ladies, we hope you have your coffee mug or your teacup. Tea is in mine. Tea is in yours too, Datosha.
Yes.
Got tea or coffee? Yes. Tea is in both of ours. Okay, so Facebook Live. We are live on Blab. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are really not going to really be able to entertain you, but we wanted you to be able to see everything that's going live on Blab. Just in case you are not connected to the Blab platform, you can see us here on Blab Live as I broadcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for my first Inner Confidence Cafe Blab. We are live, and I am live with none other than my sister friend, my girl, my home girl, Datosha Mayo. And I am super, super excited. For those of you who don't know what cafe means, it is connections among fearlessly empowered women. And I'm not saying you can only be a woman to be on this platform with us. No, we want the men joining in with us tonight as well. We do not want it to just be the ladies. It's just the cafe. The private group is for the ladies. But the open platform is for men and women. And we're excited to have both of you guys here. For those of you who don't know me, I am Regina Robinson. I'm your Inner Confidence strategist, and I am super, super excited to be the founder of Inner Confidence Cafe. I am a speaker, I am an author, and I am a coach, and I work with women entrepreneurs who are passionate about what they do, but lack the confidence to play all out big, take big risks, and just go to the next level in their business. So I help them take their vision, to make it a plan, to connect it with action so that it will equal execution. So we are super, super excited that you decided to join us tonight on the first live Blab show. And I am so excited. I said, you know, I told someone that I had this idea about this Blab show. And I said, okay, I kept on procrastinating. And I would inbox Datosha and be like, girl, we're going to go live on Blab one day. And we didn't know what day it was going to be, but it is today. And she is kicking off my first live Blab show. So make sure you are hearting it up, clapping it up, showing us both love while we're on Blab tonight. But we are super, super excited that you decided to join us. But let me tell you why I started the Inner Confidence Cafe. I think that as women, we need a space where we could be able to come together and link arms. It's all about linking arms with other sisters, encouraging, empowering, and uplifting one another. So we are super, super excited that you decided to join in on the cafe tonight. And I am not going to waste a lot of time telling you about me because I am super excited about my guest. Now, you guys know, most people send you the whole bios and stuff, but y'all know I'm not going to read no bio from Datosha because I'm going to tell y'all how I met Datosha, how I got to know Datosha, how I grew to love Datosha, and that's what I'm going to give you because I believe she's going to give you everything about her, and who could tell you better about themselves but than them? But I could tell you how we grew to know each other and how our relationship has grown and how I just admire all she's doing, love her for her tenacity, for her persistence, and just for her journey is so special that I believe everyone needs to hear it so that you know there's always greater on the other side. So I am super excited. Somebody said, I got my pink grapefruit juice on deck. Yes. Somebody said they're going to get their cup. Okay, get your cup, ladies. Everybody got your cup? All right, now let's make sure we're going to take breaks. We're going to sip in between. We're going to join in. We're going to open up the hot seat later. So don't get afraid, ladies. Get ready. What they say, be ready so you never have to get ready. So if you are ready, you don't even have to worry about getting ready when we ask you to jump in the hot seat. We ain't going to put you on Front Street. We're going to let you choose to get in the hot seat when it's time. But I want to read a couple of points about it, but I want to make sure I really, really share some great things about Datosha. So we met literally almost 2 years ago. I was there with Pastor Sharita Galladay, and we were all at the Playtime is Over conference. And that was actually my only second or third time even meeting and talking with Pastor Sharita. And so Datosha walks up and she's talking to Sharita, and then Sharita starts raving about her. And then we get to meet. And then that was really kind of it. We just got to meet that way. And then I said, okay, well, I'm going to follow her all over social media, connect with her, see what she's doing. And I started following Sister Girl, and she was doing great things. And I was just like, wow. And I was at a space in my own life where I was like, I need to make some changes. I needed to get some things done within myself. And I knew it had, the one thing she would always say is, it has to start within. If it's outside, it's not going to stay for long. And so I'm sure she's going to get into how it started from within with her, as far as her confidence and being able to go from one phase in her life to the next phase in her life. But what I loved about her, we're both moms. We're both very passionate about what we do. We both love helping other women and inspiring and empowering other women. And so literally from that 2 years ago, we have been following one another and just talking to one another. And little did I know, little did I know she was following me. I thought I was just following her. See, you never know when someone is watching you. You got to be paying attention and always showing up as who you are supposed to be, who God has purposed you to be, and not who you believe other people think you should be, but who you're actually supposed to be. And so I actually would show up as me and didn't even understand and know that she was watching on the backside. And I'm grateful and I'm thankful. And so I saw her again 1 year later at the Playtime is Over conference again. We've seen each other in crossing and we always hug and embrace one another. But I saw her again 1 year later and she said, sis, I want to talk to you. And I said, oh, okay. You know, I'm always seeing her and loving on her and just admiring her. And I was like, okay. So, you know, me in my mind, I'm like, I did something wrong. Oh, Datosha go call me out. She's like, I want to talk to you. I'm like, okay. So little did I know that a year later, she would be watching me from 1 year to the next, not really knowing who I was. It will be not only me admiring her, but admiring that I was making changes in my life and that I was consistent as well. And that I would be able to share with her intimate community of women that she truly values. And so being able to share at her Execute Conference retreat this year, which was phenomenal. If you have never been to the Execute Conference, you want to show up this upcoming year. No, 2017, right? 2017, you want to make sure when she starts advertising that the Execute Conference is coming up, because it's a limited amount of women who can be in that circle. You want to be there. It was phenomenal. It was awesome to be able to link arms with other women and just be able to share and know that she was just watching me. And I just thought I was just going along, doing what I was supposed to do. So truly, she has a journey that is so special, so warm felt, so heartfelt. And I mean, I admire it. Like, I mean, I had a journey where I went on a journey of losing weight and I've only lost 35 to 40 pounds, but literally her journey is going to blow your mind. She was truly an inspiration when I started to know that I could do this, that I had this. I just had to condition my mind and make changes so that I can go to the next level. So to some, but new to others, I introduce to you again, my sister girl, my home girl, my ride or die girl, Datosha Mayo. So welcome, Datosha, to the Inner Confidence Cafe. She is truly a fearless, empowered woman. And I love, love, love all that she is doing. So Datosha, I wanted to start off literally by just opening it up to you to ask you, what is it about where you were in your life that said it was time for a change?
Yeah. First, let me just thank you and appreciate all of who you are and who you're growing to be. As you mentioned, I watched you for a couple of years, last 2 years actually, and you have just blossomed.
Thank you.
So I am equally, if not more, excited to be here on your launch of your Blab show. So kudos to you, sister. Woo-woo! So you know, a couple of years ago, about 5 years ago, I was 271 pounds, very close to 300 pounds. And I had a come to Jesus moment, if you will, where I literally had my own funeral in my head and realizing that I had to do something about my weight. I would wake up in the middle of the night catching my breath. And at that time, I was only 34, 35 years old. And I knew that that was not normal. And I had 2 children. At that time, they were 15 and 13, I believe, 13 and 15, one of which that has special needs. And I really did not want to leave him here as a burden on someone else because of something that I could change, which was my weight, which was denying my flesh pretty much of what I was putting into my body that was making me sick, literally. So that was a coming to me moment where I literally saw myself on the other side, if you will, and had to make a decision to change now, that enough was enough. And from that process of me coming to myself, I began to search out ways to make it happen because I had no history of, you know, how to lose weight. I was never on anybody's diet. I was very athletic in school, so that kept the weight off for a short amount of time. And I just began to seek and search out ways to lose weight naturally. And pretty much that was the start of the process. It's a process. Wow. People look at the end result, but don't know of all of the processes that I had to go through to get here. And it's still a process. It's still a journey. It's consistency to get where you need to be.
Yes. You see, I'm writing notes. Y'all, I hope y'all got y'all pen. I hope y'all got y'all notebook out. I got my notebook out. I'm writing notes. Y'all should be writing notes. I hope y'all got y'all teacup and y'all got y'all notebook writing notes. Because did you hear her say it takes consistency? It takes you being able to understand that you're at the end of that point where you need to say, okay, you know what? Enough is enough. And no one else can encourage you. No one else can push you until you change your mindset and make the decision for yourself. You will be exactly where you are. And you'll look back and say, wow, I should have made a change. So how many of you are at a space where you know you need to make a change, but something in you hasn't given you that push yet? Stop waiting on tomorrow's push, because tomorrow isn't promised. Today is your push. You need to actually make changes today, because again, we don't know that we will go to sleep tonight and wake up tomorrow. Datosha said in her sleep, it was waking her up saying it's time. You don't really think it was her waking her up, right? It was God tapping her on her shoulder. Hello? Like she said, it was God saying, my daughter, wake up. It's time. It's today. It's not tomorrow. It's today. So how many of you have already felt the knock that say it's today? So
you being on this Blab is enough to say that it's today. It's not by coincidence that you're here at all. I always tell my children and my clients that warning always comes before destruction. God will never, ever allow you to be sucker punched. He's going to warn you, but because we're free will agents, we have the ability to choose. He said, I set before you blessings or curses. Choose life. Choose blessings. It's our choice. So you being on this Blab is your hello moment.
That's right. Now make sure you don't waste your hello moment down. We encourage you not to waste a hello moment.
That's right. That's right. And be honest with yourself. You know, I know a lot of times that we don't want to be honest with ourselves. We have these great jobs, these great positions, or we're the person that everybody look up to. So we don't take time out for ourselves. We have to present ourselves a certain way because people look up to the person that we're presenting. But you have to be true to you. Bottom line, you have to be true to you. You have to get to the core of the matter. Dig those roots up, because you can cut things off, but until you dig up the root of the issue is when change comes.
Yes, because no matter how much you cut, if the root is still there, it'll still grow right back. So if you're right back to the root, like you said, everything that you think that you're dismissing comes right back. It just keeps coming over. It might come back in different colors, different shapes and sizes, but it's coming back. So unless you get to the root, you got to get it. So, you know, most people say, well, how did you, oh my gosh, you know, people see me today and what really, I don't know how if you felt when you first lost a lot of weight, Datosha, but people used to say, oh my God, you're so skinny. Oh my God, you think you're cute. And I had to say, oh my gosh, you guys don't know how that makes me feel, because what you're focusing on is what's on the outside. But what you don't know was that it had nothing to do with my skirt size. That was just the benefit of God working out a lot that was on the inside. See, on the inside was so heavy weighted down that my skirt size was just a bonus. I was grateful that I shed all what was on the inside, because that's where the weight was. It wasn't the weight on the outside I was so concerned about, because I thought I still looked cute with my little weight.
Hello, tell me about it.
I think I look good now too. But it was the weight that I was carrying on my mind, the depression, you know, not loving myself. Want to be, you know, trying to be who everyone else wanted me to be, except for who I needed to be that made me happy. See, that's where I was, and that's what was getting to me. See, so everybody focuses on what they see on the outside, but they don't know what you had to get to tear down that root so that it can actually stay, because if you don't, it'll keep coming back and it'll come back tenfold. So getting to the root is truly huge on whatever you're doing in your life. Get to the root of it.
Get to the root of it, because a lot of times people think that it's all about how much you're eating and all of that stuff, what you're eating. It's never about that initially. It's about what's eating you. Not what you're eating, but what's really eating you that are drawing you to these places to eat this food. Like, let's deal with the triggers. Let's find out what those triggers are. What is it that possibly happened in your childhood? What happened with, you know, a friend or a family member, whatever the case may be. Let's deal with those triggers and then allow yourself to heal, because there are healing processes that have to go on in order for you to shed the weight, not physically, but shed the weight mentally. You have to shed the weight mentally. And the rest of the stuff, as you mentioned, is simply a bonus.
Yes, that's right. That's right. So ladies, we're going to pause for a minute because even on Facebook Live, we didn't forget about you, but you getting the bonus out there. So Tanja Smith said, "Hey, Datosha."
Hey,
We're trying to get her on more social media platforms. That's right, Tanja. We talking about you, sis, because we both love you. And then I see Tawanda, she on Facebook Live and Blab with us. That's right, Tawanda, girl. On both platforms. We love you for that.
I love it.
We got Belinda B. Fit Johnson is on Facebook Live. She wasn't here, but she jumped on Facebook Live. Stay tuned to her. I think she just scared we was gonna put her in the hot seat, Datosha.
Come on back over here, babe.
Over here, Belinda. Let's see who else we got. Mary Taylor. She says, "Can someone share the link? I cannot find it." So, Mary, if you go to Regina Robinson, because that means you must follow me on Facebook, and you'll see that I've been posting all day about it. The link is in the post. You can find us there. But I want to repeat something that Kay Collins says. She says, yes, that knock is a serious one too. He is the best alert system. Amen. Absolutely, Kay. Yes, Kim, he is the best alert system. NH for real just joined and said, great evening. So glad I was able to join. We are so glad you were able to join as well. Welcome, Mary Taylor. Okay, ladies, so you just heard, at Lipstick Chatter. Hey, at Lipstick Chatter. Type in the post the conference that's coming up that I'll be speaking and sharing that. Post that in the feed, Lipstick Chatter, so we can have that. But everybody heard Datosha say, what's eating you? I want everybody that's on, whether you're on Facebook Live or on Blab, type in what's eating you. Know that you cannot grow and stretch if you're not willing to be vulnerable. Come on.
Say that again.
Afraid to be vulnerable. When you are vulnerable, God will use you most. It is okay to be vulnerable. So ladies, please, it's okay. Sharing the tab, sharing the feed. Facebook Live, I'm watching. Blab, I'm watching. What's eating you? Remember, Datosha said it's not about what you eat. That's only a percentage of weight loss. The root is what's eating you. So what's eating you? Thank you, Vision Concepts, for NH for real said procrastination. That's right, sister. Share, because procrastination knocks on all of our doors on a regular basis. So Datosha, share quickly. Procrastination. Someone said procrastination. 2 people said at Felder. That's Pam, my girl from Jersey in the house on the Blab. So share, Datosha, really briefly what you think that you can you address them posting procrastination, because that's 2 people.
Yeah, absolutely. Procrastination was my best friend. You hear me? And it's all fear. That's it. And what I tell people about fear is just to get on the other side of it, because what you think it is not. So you just have to move it, regardless to what you think is on the other side. You just have to move in it. So I'll ask you, what is the fear that you're afraid of?
Because
one thing, like don't overwhelm yourself. Just one thing. What is the fear that you're afraid of? And I'll be very frank and honest with you. For me, it was opening myself up to people. The persecution from people was one of the reasons for procrastination. And what I had to do was have great self-talk. Right? You got to talk great to yourself. I had to have great self-talk and say that they talk about you whether you're doing good, bad, or nothing at all. So move, execute.
That's right.
Beyond that fear, you got to break through. And once you do it one time, you'll do it again and again and again.
That's right.
Fear has no place in my life now. Procrastination has no place in my life now, because why? I've did it before. And the results that I've received from breaking through before, I remember. I think on those things. And I press through on the next thing, because if I did it then, I can do it again.
Yes. And so for me, procrastination was, being afraid of change. That was my procrastination, being afraid of change. What's change going to be way too much for me to handle? See, I was okay being Regina that no one knew. That worked good for me, because then I could hide the fact that I was broken. No one would know I was wearing a mask. So when I was able to say, okay, you know what? God had to say, in change is great. Change doesn't mean it's bad. Change isn't bad. In fact, some of us need change in our lives, because then we can go to the next level that way. And procrastination will keep you right there if you're not willing to say, what is it that's making me procrastinate? See, most of us believe we're not doing something because we're procrastinating. No, we're fearful of what the results might utter. Failure. Come on now. Some of us are afraid it's going to utter some failure in our life. Well, can I tell you, failure is where you learn the most. Failure is where you grow the most. And failure, most importantly, is where you will make a shift in your life. So it's okay to fail. Fail forward, fail backwards, and then keep failing, because you're going to grow. You're going to go to the next level. But if you never try, you'll never know whether you can actually succeed at anything, because you're not willing to take the risk. So get past your procrastination. Someone else said, Datosha, hi, lady, we met at Meet Me Monday during the last session. Oh, maybe that was somebody talking to each other. Oh, for somebody said, for me, it's me getting out of the way of me. Yes. For me, out of the way of me. For us, for most of us, it's getting out of the way of ourselves. Nobody can keep you from going to your next level but you. No one can keep you from growing but you. We've all been there. It's time for you to step aside and allow you to grow. It's time for you to step aside and allow you to go to the next level. So when we decide to let go of me, Datosha even said she was getting those wake ups in her sleep. So Datosha addressed where she says, it's time for me to get out of the way of me. What was it like when you got out of the way of me? It
was freedom. It was very liberating. And let's address what that means exactly, because my motto is going from inspiration to execution, right? And we're not going to be on this call just inspiring you guys, motivating you. We're going to give you actual tools to break through, right? So what that actually look like of getting outside of your way is tell everybody.
That's right.
Get some accountability.
Yeah.
Get some accountability and tell everybody what it is that you want to do and need to do. And allow those people to check you. Hey, remember last Monday you said you was going to do this, because you need to put some dates to it. Don't just say, I want to do XYZ by next year. No. I need to know exactly when you're going to do it. And I'm going to make you accountable to what you said. So you need to get some accountability to get over you, to get outside of you. Tell everybody.
Yes. Stop believing that you need to keep secrets. See, when you wake up every day, Lisa Nichols, I don't have the exact way she say it, but you look her up and you'll hear how she says. She says, when you can wake up every day with the understanding in your heart, mind, and spirit that you don't have to be anyone or prove to anyone or be what anyone else wants you to be, then that way you don't even have secrets. You're willing to just be you. So anything somebody finds out about you, it's okay, because you've already revealed it all. So once you can share everything about you, it's nothing they can hold against you. Right now, nothing really nobody can hold against me, because I done told it all. I'm broken. I was wounded. I was jacked up. I was depressed. I was miserable. I was crying.
Yes.
I done been in bad relationships. Come on now. Stop feeling like you got to hold on, because your story is not for you. It's for someone else. So I don't stand in my story anymore. I stand on my story. So now I'm not worried about what somebody can go down and say, oh, I'm going to dig something deep up and tell about her. Go ahead and tell it, because I'm willing to give all the details when you share what you thought was exposing me. Come on now. So stop feeling like you got to be a secret, because then you can't get out of the way of you, because you're too busy worried about what somebody else is going to tell about you. It's okay, because you already done told it all. So the time already done started telling you everything, and she's going to keep telling you the rest. And anyone who follow her already knows her story. Datosha Candace Camille said, hey, check. She told hey, Chick. Hey, Chick. Well, it's the wellologist. Hey, Chick. We love you, Chick.
Yes, we do.
That Camille is the woman who helped me go to where I am today. I love her. Stay tuned. She is coming up this month. You do not want to miss it. Matter of fact, she is next Monday. Y'all didn't think I put on my fitness gurus in this month for no reason, right? See, some of y'all are so busy worried about these beach bodies. Those beach bodies shouldn't be your last thing you worry about. Your own mind is what you really should be worried about. And these women are going to help you get to that. And then the beach body is just a result. But the beach body only lasts for when you got the beach on from what, June, July, and August. But your real body and your mindset lasts 12 months. So if you can get this right, if they can help you get this right for 12 months, those 3 months is just a bonus. Come on, somebody. Those 3 months will just be a bonus. But 12 months of greatness, That's worth fighting for. So Datosha, woo, girl, let's see what they say.
You're so worth the fight.
Yeah.
And when that time comes around that I'm getting summer ready, I'm already ready.
Somebody said, amen. Listen to Tasha. Somebody said, amen. I'm passing the offering plate. That's right now.
I love it.
That's what the cafe is here for. Pass the offering plate.
That's it.
Share with your followers. Share with your friends. If you believe they can be blessed by the cafe, join us. They still got 30 minutes to tune in with us. We are just getting started. We haven't even broke the surface yet. So go ahead and share it out with everyone you know, because they are going to truly be blessed. Let's see. Somebody said, okay, Kay Collins said, God had to break me to be strong enough to help me build and uplift you. That's right. She says God had to break her in order for her to be strong enough to be used. And then someone else said, NH for real, Regina, she did the daggone thing. Loving your transformation. Oh, thank you, NH for real. Uh-oh now. Thank you. Word. Cover girl. No. And Kate Collins, NH for real said, great revelation. Vision Concept said, woo, this is all a bonus. Yes, it is. And we are just getting started. So, okay, so we're going to go on to the next question I have for Datosha. Okay, so Datosha, I'm sure along the way in your journey, over the years, because tell them again how long this journey has been for you from the time you went from where you was to you lost the weight. When was the journey for you again?
5 years.
5 years. 5 years. Mm-hmm. So over the course of 5 years, I'm sure along the way, somewhere you experienced some pitfalls. And when those pitfalls hit you, what did you do to overcome it and then keep going? And even when you hit some pitfalls that rocked you and shook you a little, because I say all the time, turbulence is temporary. Mm-hmm, so absolutely. What happened when that turbulence started shaking you a little bit here and there, because I'm sure it has over 5 years. What did you do during that time? So let the ladies know.
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, it's all about mind renewal. You have to renew your mind through the process. A lot of people are attracted to the brand because of the weight loss, and that's fine because that's Gentile bait. That's what God told me. He said, I'll bait them in that way, but it's so much more on the flip side of it. And it was all about renewing my mind, right? It was all about renewing my mind from the very, very, very beginning. I remember so vividly having a conversation. In fact, it was an adult tantrum. We all have adult tantrums. It was an adult tantrum with God when he told me that it's not just about you. I was having me a little pity party. And he said that it's not just about you. And I said, well, who is it about, God? Because right now it's just me and you.
That's right.
And he left it there. He left it there. But because my heart is to please God, I continued in the process. So when I would have those days where, because initially it was about losing the weight for me. So when I would have those days where I've worked out, I've eaten right, and I get on the scale and I've gained 5 pounds, those days I will revert back to what he said, that it's not just about you, to continue in the process. So in that process, I'm renewing my mind each time. And remember what I said earlier is that each time I've arrived at a different level, I was stronger mentally. So because I would think back on those times where I got over, I was already built up in those areas where now I can draw from that strength and say, okay, I did it then, I can do it again. But my mind was made up to live a life of health and wellness. Get that, health and wellness, not just being fit, but being well. There's a difference, because people can be fit physically. They can be fit physically, but they're weak mentally.
That's right. That's right.
It's a dangerous place to be. You can literally hurt somebody when you're fit physically, but you're weak mentally. Yeah. So you have to work on renewing your mind, going back to those triggers, finding out, why do I have an attitude about that? Mm-hmm. Why am I thinking that she's thinking something that she's not even thinking?
Yeah.
So it's those areas where you really got to dig deep and deal with your innermost parts. And be very open with you to say, what's going on there? I don't like how that makes me feel. And dwell with yourself according to knowledge. Dwell with people according to knowledge, because a lot of times we get off from people. As Regina and I both mentioned, that we were afraid of what people would say, how people would look at us. When a lot of times ain't nobody thinking about you.
Right.
They're not even thinking about you. So you have to get beyond that point, and getting beyond that point is getting that mind right consistently. Like think great thoughts. I always tell people that thoughts are free.
That's right.
They're absolutely free.
That's a
so
tweetable,
why waste them on negativity?
She said thoughts are free. That's a tweetable.
Yeah, thoughts are free. So why waste them on negativity? So think great thoughts. I have affirmations that I do every single day, whether I'm having a great day or not so great day. I have these affirmations I do. Why? Because I'm building myself up on my most holy faith. So when things happen, right, and overtake me, I'm already built up. I'm already built up. So it rolls off my back like water. So you have to build yourself up mentally. Consistently. Don't think you can do it today and then not do it tomorrow, and then you'll be ready when the storm comes. You cannot build a house in a storm. The house has to already be built on a very strong foundation.
Yes, that was good. So oh my gosh, I hope y'all taking notes. Y'all know I done wrote down a lot because I done got a lot just in that one earful. But what I did here first before I hit the other nuggets was, she said, just like you said, most of us are worried about whether somebody else is looking at you or thinking about you. The bottom line is, we have so much negative head trash going on in our own head. Even if they were talking about you and thinking about you, you're doing more damage to you than they could ever do. Because you listen more to yourself about what you say about yourself than someone else could ever, ever, ever say to you anyway. So trust and believe what they are saying does not make a difference, because you are already telling yourself damageable things, because you are not encouraging yourself. You are discouraging yourself most of the time. So just like Datosha said, she has to start her day with affirmations, encouraging herself, uplifting herself, and empowering herself. So ladies, it is so important that we switch our mindset first. And that goes right into where Datosha said, renewing your mind. If everything starts here, you can get all this right and all this right, and get the little Victoria's Secrets right. You get all that right, ladies. Most of us ladies on here, men, you love the Victoria's Secret, even if you are one here. But we can get all of that right. But if our mind is not right, none of those things are going to stay in shape anyway. So Datosha said, renewing your mind. It has to first start within your mind. What are you willing to do? Are you willing to make a change? Are you willing to have different conversations with yourself? Because see, those negative conversations, I say, okay, people say all the time, it's okay to talk to yourself. I disagree. It is not okay to have a conversation with yourself if all you are doing is telling yourself negative things. If you are waking up every day telling yourself something negative, it is not okay to have a conversation, because in fact, who's saying something positive to you? No one. Because all you do is say negative. So stop having conversations with yourself if you are not going to empower yourself every day. So we need to start renewing our mind first before anything. And so then she said, it's a process. See, some of you want to go to the destination without the process. I'm going to say that. Some of you want the end result. See, some of you want to go from wearing a 16 to a size 4, but you don't want the process. The process is brutal. Can I tell y'all, Candace used to kill me. But I wasn't there to get to this. I wanted to get down because I knew that the weight I was carrying wasn't healthy. It wasn't healthy mentally, and it wasn't healthy physically. But can I tell you, she said, before we even get to the physical, we're going to deal with the mental. And I thank God she did that, because I could have gotten the physical down, but if my mental hadn't been right, I would have never been able to keep the weight off. So because I dealt with the mental first, the weight listen, I know how to deal with it when it comes now, but it's a process. Stop thinking that you're going to get the results without going through the process. See, some of you don't want to get bruised. Some of you don't want to get knocked around. Some of you don't want to get bumped. But that's where it's going to help you, so that you know what it really, listen, if you don't have to fight for something, it usually isn't worth it, right? So you should really believe that you are worth the fight. I believe I am worth the fight. But see, some of us didn't believe that before, even me. Even I didn't believe I was worth the fight at one point. But now, girl, y'all, I believe I'm worth the fight. You better start believing you're worth the fight, because you are not going to stay in the process if you don't believe you are worth the fight. Datosha told you, you can't just do one thing today and then think you're going to still be able to do it tomorrow. No, no, no. If you don't get the mindset right, what you do today will not be repetitive tomorrow, because tomorrow something else will hit you. And especially if you're a parent, you got to drop off at school. You got something your kids are going through at school. You got something at work if you're on your job. And then if you're a full-time worker and a part-time entrepreneur, you're a full-time entrepreneur, you always got something different coming along. So if you don't get the mindset part and why, because we're going to the why next, and the why you're doing what you're doing, the process will eat you up along the way because you're going to give up right in the midst of it. So one key thing that Datosha said was she said, you can lose the weight, but if you continue to keep everything else that goes along with the weight, like depression, suicidal thoughts, not loving yourself, being fearful all the time, always afraid to fail, then everything still exists. The weight size is going to come right back. Everything is going to keep crushing right back at you. So what are we going to do, ladies, to make a change today? What are we going to do things differently? So we're going to check the feed real quick, and then we're going to go on to the next question about the why factor. But let's go to the feed, Datosha, and see what the ladies are saying. Chick, you know I see you calling in, Chick. Soon as we open up the hot seat in 5 more minutes, you know we bringing you on, Chick, because I see you in the queue, Chick. So Candace joined in, Erica Michelle joined in. Welcome, sis. Okay, let's see what they said. The wellologist said, yes, you are your best motivator. Lipstick Chatter said, word. And Kay Collins said, respect the process. The wellologist said, I did not. So I don't know what that was. Oh, she said, I did not probably kill her. Yes, she did not try to kill me. Yes, she did, y'all. She just telling a lie on the feed. She pretended. Lipstick Chatter said, you can't skip the process. NH for real says, today she is worth the fight. Yes, lady. And the wellologist says, yes, I am worth the fight. Kay Collins says, yes, indeed, I'm worth the fight. And then NH for real says, mine was not speaking out when I was hurt. Yes, not speaking out when I was hurt. And so let's go to Facebook Lives. Bethia Primer says, help today. Bethia Primer says, you worth it. Michelle Roberts joined us. Hi, Michelle. And for all of you guys who are on Facebook Live, if you ran through the feed, I probably missed what you said. Thank you for joining, Famira. Thank you so much, Famira. She was the one who pushed me. I did a program with her who says, start your own live Blab show. She goes, girl, you are perfect for this. Get your own Blab show. So thank you, Famira. Shout out to Famira Green. Follow her on Facebook as well. Okay, so Datosha, we going on to the next one, girl. Oh, we getting good. Everybody got their cups?
Yes, I'm almost out.
Look, I'm almost out of my tea. Woo, this was some good tea. I'm drinking Pazzo Orange Spice. Yes, it's real good. What you drinking, Datosha? What flavor?
This is ginger.
Oh, okay. See, we mixing it up. Well, we mixing it up. Okay, so Datosha, 5 years strong, and every day you're moving even more and more and more. God has opened so many doors for you. You wrote, you do the 30-day detox for women to help them. You got the, oh my God, God has blessed you with your own fitness center for women to be able to show up and just show out. Won't he do it? It was literally, you just was obedient. It was a vision. It was something you wanted. And now it is something that God has given you. The equipment is in there. The people are filling the building. And all because you were true to God telling you it's time now. Cookbook that people can get online. And I'm sure you'll share all of that later when we go through all that. But just tell everybody what the why, just the pumpness and oh my gosh, just that whole push for your why, because God is doing it, opening so many doors for you.
Yeah. My why is obedience. Initially, as I tell a lot of people, it was not my dream to be anything fitness. I was on a high track to be a real estate management mogul. I have been doing it 20 years. I'm now in my 20th year of doing that. That was my vision. I was going to open up investment properties for affordable housing throughout the city. That was my vision. I was going to retire doing that. But when God told me that it was not about me, and I began to be still and listen and hear his vision, it became my mission. And in that process, God began to give me little excerpts of what it is he wanted me to do. I remember about 3 years ago, he gave me a vision of a spin studio. And I began to put it on my vision wall. I began to write out my bio of it and left it alone, walked away, kept on going. And going through that process, things begin to open up. And when I say no stress, no strain, no struggle, I mean exactly that. No stress, no strain, no struggle. And in that process, he told me that I had to go through. A lot of times we want to go around.
That's right. Yeah.
I had to go through in order to pursue what he had for me to do. And that fitness piece for me was a part of the process, because the process prepares, ladies. Don't try to circumvent the process, because it prepares. You can't do A and not do C and think you're going to get to Z. There's going to be some incompletes there, and it's going to show up. Your blueprint is going to have holes in it. So you have to go through the process, right? Let me say that again, because I just heard Holy Spirit say it again. Your blueprint is going to have holes in it if you do not complete the process. You have to complete the process. So when God began to open up doors and began to share visions and dreams of me doing what I'm doing now, in some instances, I kind of fell back because it wasn't what I wanted to do. In fact, I really didn't want to be in front of people speaking, was one of my main fears. And he told me to have a retreat. I'm like, are you kidding? I don't want to be in front of people speaking. If I have a retreat, I got to speak. And again, the accountability. I have what you call a midwife, and she helped me birth that. And year after year after year, I've been able to develop into what God has for me to do, and still developing. And that's another thing, ladies. Don't be concerned about you not being ready, right? Yeah. Just go. And as you go, you will grow. Yeah. But you got to go in order to grow, because God will meet you every single step of the way. But if you stay at step A and never move to B, C, and D, you're going to be stuck right there at step A. So again, that's a part of your process. So I had to go and grow. And that was my why. My why was the obedience. I just wanted to be obedient to God. And because my story was able to pull so many people. I'm not just talking about in this zip code, in this state. I'm talking Georgia, Sweden, Massachusetts, all across the globe. People's lives have been changed as a result of me being obedient. Right. That's it. And that's another thing, ladies. Your obedience is better than sacrifice. Yeah. Because somebody's waiting on your yes. Yes. Somebody's waiting on your yes. And if you do not be obedient to that yes, you're going to have other people to answer for when you stand before the Father. Plain and simple. And that's what I did not want to do. I didn't want to have to stand before God and say, oh, because I didn't want to do this, these people were now left behind. So I had to be obedient to his call. And in that process, it's been sweatless. It has been absolutely sweatless. And God will raise people up somewhere, somehow, to use their power, their ability, and their influence on your behalf. So don't be concerned about you. Don't be concerned about you not knowing everything.
That's right.
And every level, there's somebody right there waiting on you. But guess what? If you don't move, you'll never get to that level to even meet the person that's been waiting on you the whole time. So I'm gonna leave you with this: go and grow. Whatever it is, doesn't have to be fitness related, because you're on this Blab. This is about not just fitness. If you saw my post, it's not just about being physically fit. That's only 20% of it. That's just the kind of real people in that want to lose weight, and you will. But it's not just about that. That's 20% of exactly what God wants you to do. So you're not on this Blab by happenstance. God wants you to move. Yeah. He's given every one of us the measure of faith to do exactly what we need, but you have to be a willing participant. So be obedient in whatever it is that he's called you to do. And right now, your obedience could be taking care of you right now.
Yes.
That could be your obedience, because as women, we spend so much time giving everything and everybody our best. And then at the end of the day, we're left with the rest. And that's usually we're tired. Right? So yeah. It's time for you to go and grow.
That was great, Tasha. That was huge. Again, a whole bunch of nuggets. I hope you guys are taking notes. The feed is on fire. They say you go through to pursue. You have to complete the process as you go. When you said go and grow, oh, that was huge for a bunch of people. Go and grow. That was confirmation, someone said. And another person said they want to release the holes that's in their blueprint. But what I heard from that too, when you first started off, what I heard was getting quiet and hearing God's voice. See, that's the problem. A lot of times we got a lot of noise going on around us, a lot happening. Everybody want to get. And a lot of time where other people are watching what other people are doing and where other people are. And so you get wrapped up in the noise of what's going on around you that you forget God is saying, wait, I want to work on you. But if you're so concerned about everybody else, I can't get to you because the noise is drowning me out. You can't even hear. And I'm not a God that's going to compete.
That's it.
Not a God that's going to compete. So if you don't want to get still and hear his quiet voice say to you, it's time for you to do X, Y, or Z, he is not going to compete with you trying to figure out all the stuff that's going on around you and the comparison. Ladies, stop comparing yourself to other women.
Yeah.
It's not good because what you're doing, you're looking at what's the end result, but you don't know what A entailed, what B entailed, and what came along with C. Because if you did, you might not be willing to go the same course. And can I tell you, don't envy people, but watch and grow, because where they are, it might not be where God would have you to be. In fact, he would have you to be much further. But if you're so focused on where they are, you'll never get to the destination he has designed and orchestrated for you. But he is not going to try and yell over and tell you, my sister, stop watching her, because that's not who I would have you to envy. That I don't want you to envy anyone. Keep focused on me because I've already designed your blueprint. Go through the A, the B, and the C, and I'm going to keep growing you. Go and grow. Go and grow. Be obedient. Be obedient and hear him and go and grow. He's not going to compete. He will not compete with all the noise around you. Then you said you got to go through and not around. So there we go again. You can't get to your destination without the journey. Some of you want the end results, but you're not willing to go through the process. You cannot get through to the end if you're not willing to endure the process. And I tell you, the process will encounter some bumps along the way. You will experience some turbulence. It's okay. Stay the course in the turbulence. See, some of you are waiting on things to be perfect. Don't wait on things to be perfect. Take the jump now. Can I tell you, when it's my time, I want him to say, my daughter, you are depleted. You have served me well. You didn't bring any gifts with you. I don't want to bring any gifts. We're not supposed to. I want to release all my gifts while I'm here. I don't want to hover them and take them, because then that's being selfish, right? What are you holding them for you for? Like, what are you holding them for you for? They're not meant for you. They're meant so that you can bless other people. So that go and grow and go through and not around, ladies. Go through and not around. If you go around and take the shortcut, it's not worth it. Why? You miss out on learning moments. You miss out on teachable moments. So go through the process. And then, just like she said, she listened for her why and she was obedient. Same thing for me. God says, I want you, although you're working with the college students, now I have a new direction for you. And I said, oh, no. Because women can be tough, God. They can be catty, God. I'm okay where I'm at. He says, absolutely not. I want you to use your story to bless other people. I'm going to, he says, if I take this time to work on you and build you up, I expect you to share it.
That's it.
Because it's all about, when you go up, you should always be reaching to pull another sister up with you. And if you're not, you're being selfish. Now, I'm not saying give up obedient. All of you. You're not even being obedient. I'm not saying give up of all of you, but I'm saying be willing to share and bless someone else and bring someone else along the journey. So Latasha, I'm gonna go in the feed again. Let's see what we got over here. That was me. Oh, somebody said raise hand. I'm standing and shouting. Say that. Yes, yes. Hallelujah, girl. We shouting with you. If we listen. We all this Inner Confidence Cafe Blab show. It's not for cuteness, please. Can I tell you, we didn't show up here to look cute. We show up so that we can share, so that someone can go to the next level, someone can get their breakthrough, and someone will be changed after we leave this Blab today. Whether you on Facebook Live or you on Blab or you listening to the recording, this is not for show. This is so that women can get linked armed together and grow to their next level. That's what we're here for. That's why I created this platform. Not so that it can just be something for show, but so that women can come on here and show you and tell you their story, so that as other women, we know that there's greater on the other side, because sometimes that's all we need to know.
Yeah. And the thing is, when we talk about what's on the other side, this is my push. when I get a little concerned about what's on the other side. I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. If what's on the other side is where I am, guess what? I haven't lost a thing. But what's on the other side is always better than where I am currently.
Yeah.
So you have to look at it the way as I have everything to gain by going to the other side.
That's right.
So go and grow.
But you have everything to lose if you stay on the other side. I tell people all the time, you stay right there, you have everything to lose. I tell people all the time, your greatness lies at the edge, but you got to be willing to go to the edge and jump and see all that God has in store for you. Why would you not? Why would you not? Because if you stand there and wait, you missed out. There's so much greater on the other side. So get there and get what's on the other side. Hey, Jack. Hey, Jack. Let me tell y'all something. I told y'all when I closed, there's no rules on Blab. We going all in. There is no rules on the Inner Confidence Cafe Blab show. Hey, Jack.
What's going on? You guys are doing an amazing job. Absolutely. You know, two of my chicks on here together absolutely love it. Talking about kicking butt, though, I have to answer that question as I come in, because that's not true, number one, but I could talk about Coach Datosha over there. Let me tell you, I am not beyond getting my behind kicked.
That's right.
So, because when I step up in her studio, it's on and popping. So I call it the trainer programs, and she don't take no slacks.
Yeah, that's it.
So listen,
that's it.
For what you say I give to you, trust me, chick, she give it all back and some. Can I just say that? I just needed to clear that right quick.
That's right. They give it up. They give it up over there. Datosha, what's the name of the studio? Say the studio's name.
BBT Fitness Haven in Fort Washington, Maryland.
Yes, they give it up over there. When you come in, you're not going to leave the same way when you enter.
You're not going to leave the same way, not just fitness, but mentally. You have a family. We are all of like minds. We don't let anybody slack. When we come in together, we're going to work. We're going to push ourselves past the quit. We're not letting anybody quit. So when you come into the environment at BBT Fitness Haven, it is truly a safe place. Nobody leaves there the same way they came. Breakthrough was always in the house.
That's right.
Absolutely. And I can testify that, you know, I show up there a couple times a week and let them, and you know, I go there and let them kick my butt. So how about that? But one of the things I can say about it is for all of us that we are transformers and we are transformational agents. And a lot of times we're so busy transforming that we don't get ourselves transformed. So you have to always find somebody that can help you take you to your next level. So BBT Fitness Haven is one of those places that, you know, I jump into on any given day when I need to go to my next level, because again, I know they won't cut no slack. She don't give a crack that I tell her off. I tell her all the time I love Jesus, but I'm gonna cuss you out. Just so you know.
Finally, finally, you know how I feel when I used to be cussing you out, chick. Now you know.
That's exactly what she said. That's exactly what she said.
That's passing the baton.
That's exactly what she says. I'm feeling what my clients feel. But let me just tell you guys, you know, quickly about this Candace Camille. I call her Mama Wellness. She's such, you know, a dear to my heart. She is like the mother of wellness. And you have to respect those that have gone before you and cut the trees down, because she's gone through some things that I'll never have to encounter because she's already gone through it. Amen. She can tell me, listen, chick, don't do that. I did that. Do this. And I can follow that blueprint and get there faster. So I so appreciate her heart. She has a heart for all of us to do well in whatever aspect we're doing. She wants us to live well. So I so appreciate her. Before we even made this connection, I was connected. I remember sharing at the Playtime is Over conference, and I was scared. That was probably the biggest platform I had been on at that time, and I was scared. But I never let you see me sweat. You wouldn't have been able to tell I was scared, you know, by looking at me, but I was scared. And when I got up there on stage, it was hundreds of people in the room. And when I looked out in the audience, all I could see was Candace standing there rooting me on. And I was like, yes, I got this. So those are the type of people that you have to surround yourselves around to make sure that you have quality accountability.
Yes.
It needs to be quality accountability.
Yes.
So I so appreciate her.
Yes. And it's no surprise. It's no surprise. I share the same sentiments. I met Candace. It was at least probably 2 years ago, and we were somewhere, and I was like, "Who this lady all sassy with the big hair?" And we're sitting at an event, and I'm sitting next to her. I'm like, "Oh, I've never met her before." We were at something that Peggy was doing, and she's close to Peggy. And I said, "I don't even know who she is, but to me, she reminds me of a mommy." So I said, I'm always wanting to connect with other women who can be that. I don't have my mommy here. My mother lives in New Jersey. And so I said, I don't know who she is, but I'm going to stay connected. And literally, I said one day, I need to make a change. It was like, no more excuses. I need to make a change. And I went to Candace, and she says, "Chick, you are the hardest client I had to deal with." She said, "But it's okay. Know that I'm up for the challenge."
Yes.
Trust me, I showed up every day, and she says, "Finally, you know what? Let's get off the bike. Let's cut everything. Let's go to the red couch." I said, "What is a red couch? What is a red couch?" She said, "Chick, come on." And then I'm like, "Who is she calling Chick?" She's like, "Chick, come on now. I love it." All y'all hear me say,
she's the only person I let call me Chick.
She's the only person I would go for that Chick stuff with now.
Right, exactly.
So, listen, I'm telling you, Candace, is not about wellness for the body, but it's about the mind, the body, and the spirit. And if you can't connect all of those things together, she shows you how to be able to bridge those things together so that you're whole, not whole just some aspects, but we ain't gonna give it all away, because guess what? She coming to y'all live next Monday on the Inner Confidence Cafe live show. She is the next guest. So if you think Datosha killed it tonight, you want to be back next Monday, because
the Mama Wellness, y'all.
She's gonna take it even to another higher level, because she is the one who loves on us, me and Datosha, and encourages and uplifts us. So we learn and grow from her and her alone. So we love you, Chick. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I can't wait. Tosh, I love you dearly. Regina, you a whole nother story. I'm going to tell you a story for real next week.
You
guys are doing an amazing job. Tosh, all the nuggets you gave out was just on point. I absolutely love you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you. I love
I'll
you.
talk to you. All right, movies.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Hello, Mary. We got Mary in the hot seat.
I like how y'all just jumping on here. That's what I'm
jumping in. I'm like, I ain't gonna deny y'all from jumping in. Go on and jump in, Mary. Let's let you in, Mary.
I just wanted to let y'all know, y'all don't probably know me, but I'm a part of Cheryl Wood's family, I guess you would say, from years ago with WEP. And it is so true what you say about the connection between the mind, body, and spirit. Because I released the weight.
Yeah.
And it has found me. And but I understand now. I'm more aware as to why I've gained it back. I know the state of mind I was in. So now instead of thinking about other people and worrying about what other people are thinking and not focusing so much on the outside, but on me, I'm now taking control, because before I know what allowed, or the decision I made was to not deal and face the issue that I didn't like my job. So I felt out of control. So what could I control? I can control my food. You can't tell me what to eat. So I gained the weight. So now I'm in a place where, one, I'm aware of it. Two, I know I can do it because, like you said before, I know I can do it. I have the picture showing me at 21% body fat, so that's so true that you have to make that connection. So anyone watching this and believes that if you just follow this regimen of eating 80-20, the rule of 80-20, and you don't have your mind right, I'm the other side of where Regina is now and where Tasha was. I'm the other side. I'm letting you know that if you don't have your mind right, that weight will come back. So I'm encouraging you to please listen to these ladies because they are speaking nothing but the truth. And this is from someone that has released the weight.
Yeah.
And has unfortunately gained it. But I have gained power because I'm aware as to why it happened. And now I can make the correct steps and be radically obedient in all areas of my life. Spirit first, mind, and my body. And it's so good to know that, because now once I release the weight for the final time, I will keep it off. So I'm excited. So thank you, ladies, for being here. And I just want to let you know, Regina, I'm so glad you're on Blab, because me personally, I get distracted when I just hear like voice video is better. I like seeing faces. So continue to let others know as well that there are people out there like me that conference calls after a while I tune out. So please take advantage of all the live streaming that is available, Zoom, Blab, and all of them, because there are people out there that we have short attention spans, so we don't always pay attention if we just have our ears on. But if we have our eyes and ears and we're able to type and engage with others, it just brings a whole broader platform for everyone. So thank you, ladies, for letting me come on.
Oh, you're welcome.
You're welcome. Thank you for jumping
Mondays on. All the time, 7 p.m. here on Mondays.
I'll be back.
Okay, so ladies, we are approaching, well, we went over our 8 o'clock time. See, listen, let me tell you something. When we get in here on Mondays, it's going to be so much on fire. I don't know. But y'all still hanging in there with us. So thank y'all for hanging in there with us. Facebook Live, hanging in there with us. I lost y'all the last time. I hope you're back and you're still being able to tune in on Facebook Live. But Datosha, I want you to definitely share some closing remarks with everyone. Definitely share things that you have coming up, events about your studio, so that they know how they can come and get engaged with you, about the 30-day detox. Share how they can stay connected with you, join your email list, follow you on social media. I just want to give you that leeway to go ahead and take the floor for the little, and give them what they need, because I'm sure there are some women on here who want to definitely connect with you, whether here, whether on a recording, the playback, or Facebook Live.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks so much again, Regina. I so appreciate it. I have had a fantastic time. I love this. And again, inspired to take it to the next level and start doing blabs myself. So thank you with that. And I can be found across all the social media platforms at Body by Tasha. That's Tasha with an O, Tosha, or Datosha Mayo, Datasha, for my personal page on Facebook. You can also find me at www.bodybytasha.com. That's Tasha with an O, Tosha.com. Please sign up for our newsletter. We send a lot of information out via the newsletter, and sometimes it never even hits social media because we want it intimate and we want it for the people that are ready. So we don't have time to kind of filter through on some things. So we send it out to our newsletter subscribers first and or only. So make sure that you're signing up for our newsletter. Also, I have a phenomenal detox. I call it the Detox Jumpstart. Yeah. It is a jumpstart to a lifestyle of wellness. It not only resets your palate, it resets your mind to win for a lifetime. It's 30 days, and it initially started again by blessing my clients. I had no idea that it would take off like it did, and it's been in existence for 3 years now, and it has blessed lives across the globe. But it's a 30-day detox jumpstart, and you're detoxing your mind, your body, and your soul. It is your time with God. And when he initially gave me the plan, again, I was looking for a physical release for my clients because they had reached a place of a plateau. And God told me to do it for 1 week, and then he would add another week and add another week. And then finally, when I got to the 4th week, he said it's complete. But what I realized is that not only did they break through that physical plateau, they broke through mental plateaus, and their lives were forever changed. Now, this was not only for my 4 and no more, which I thought, because at that time I had 4 clients that I was training. God wanted me to share this with the masses. But again, I let fear grip me and I didn't release it. I'm like, okay, this is fine. I have it in my little core group, my tribe. I'm cool with them because, again, it was built on a week by week basis. So I had some, issues in the plan that I didn't want to release to the world, grammatical errors and misspelled words and things like that. So I was like, no, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And I had a young lady share it on Facebook. She shared her results on Facebook, and my inbox began to flood. And I was like, God, it's not ready. Again, perfection paralysis, right? It's not ready. It's not ready. And this one particular young lady was very persistent. And I just released it to her. And from that person, it just went like wildfire. And it sold grammatical errors and all across the globe. I'm talking Georgia, Sweden, New Jersey, New York, everywhere, right? So again, go and grow. Don't get stuck in that place of saying it's not ready, because when God says release,
that's right,
he means release. And people's lives were changed. Didn't matter what was going on in the plan. It was his plan. It was his process that they needed, and they got it in the plan. So check out Body by Tasha 30-day detox jumpstart. Google that. I always tell people, don't go off of what I say. I'm going to tell you great because I think I'm great, and you should too. But Google it and see what people are saying about it. People's lives are changing. They're certainly releasing the weight. On average, people lose 28 to 32 pounds in 30 days naturally. No shots, no shakes, no surgery. It's all natural. We simply teach you how to eat. We teach you how to replace bad foods that you like, right? And from there, in that process, you're learning you. You're learning the triggers of you. You're learning that you're not hungry. You're just eating mindlessly, right? You just want to chew, because there are some days in the plan where you cannot chew. And a lot of people get freaked out about that because you're so used to chewing. But that's God's way of getting you quiet and leaning on him. So definitely purchase the plan. I guarantee that if you follow the principles in the plan, your life will never, ever be the same. And I've never, ever did this, but I'm going to do this today.
Uh-oh, y'all. Wait now. Watch out now. Already feel the excitement in the air. Watch out now. I'm telling you.
This is how confident I am in the program. When you purchase the plan, you follow the principle for 30 days and you don't get any results, I will refund your money 100%.
Wow.
Now, when I say follow the program, that means you have to follow the program. We have a 30-day support system to support you in the process, right? So you have to be connected to the process, because there are going to be some days where you want to quit. So you have to be committed to the process. Now, if you're committed to the process, you're following the principles, and you do not get change in 30 days, I will refund your money.
Come on now.
Simple.
That's being confident in your program. That's knowing that your program works. That's knowing that the results people have gotten is not just fake. It is proven. It is real. It has changed people's lives, ladies. If you are looking for a change, that program is your change.
It is. It is your change. And I'm not just talking physically. I'm talking mentally. I'm talking financially. I'm talking businesses have been birthed as a result of people completing the 30-day detox jumpstart. I had one young lady that just released 3 books while she was on the detox. God began to birth in her spirit for her to release 3 books at one time. So change is in that plan. So you want to get that plan.
That's right.
All right.
Don't allow fear to tell you, no, don't get it. Because did she say you can't chew? Yeah, she said you can't chew. That's gonna help you on those days of chewing. God's gonna reveal some things to you. He's been trying to tell you, but you just wasn't listening because you were chewing. What? Oh,
that's it. That's it.
He was chewing while he was trying to talk. So
that's it.
Quiet the chewing so you can hear everything you gotta say.
That's it. That's exactly right. Absolutely. And guess what? Where there's no challenge, there's no change. Don't even look for it. You have to challenge yourself to change physically, mentally, and spiritually. You have to challenge yourself to change. Then we also have, I just recently opened up BBT Fitness Haven in Fort Washington, Maryland. It's 10903 Indian Head Highway in Fort Washington, Maryland. Again, it was no stress, no strain, no struggle. It was being obedient to what God told me to do. And as a result of my obedience, people's lives are being changed every single day. we offer specialty exercises. We're not a gym, so we don't have equipment. We have specialty exercises to make sure that you're connecting the mind and the body while exercising. Again, everything Body by Tasha related will always begin and end with your mind. So we have spin, we have step, we have cardio boxing, kettlebell. I absolutely love kettlebell. It is a game changer. You definitely want to try that out. And step aerobics. I'm not sure if I said that, but a spin, cardio boxing, kettlebell, step aerobics, and then we also do a core class as well, because when your core is strong, everything is strong. Wow. So again, that can be found on bodybytasha.com under the classes schedule. We run classes Monday through Saturday. We're only open when classes are in session. So we're not open like a gym all day. It's only when classes are in session. And we do that because we are invested in you. We're not trying to oversell like big gyms do. We are invested in you. We only sell what the class can hold. So when spin, there's only 18 bikes. We only sell 18 bikes. In kettlebell and cardio boxing, we only take up to 10 people because we are invested in you. When you walk through that door, we say, "Hi, Tracy. How's it going? We haven't seen you." We know you. We are intimately involved in you because we know that you need that support. So check us out there. Again, that can be found on bodybytasha.com. I also am a business coach. I help businesses go from inspiration to execution. Those entrepreneurs that are thinking about it, you know you have something down on the inside of you. You're just not sure how to get it out. I help you identify your why, not just identify your why, because again, we've been inspired long enough. Yeah. It's a 4-week intensive. Hear me when I say that. It's a 4-week intensive. And by the time you complete that 4 weeks, you have identified your why. You've also have launched your business. Sometimes businesses, the last intensive that we did, we had people launch 2 and 3 businesses. They, of course, all complemented one another, but they launched their business by the time we were complete. And I'm talking people that have been sitting on their businesses for years. They knew in their heart that they had a business, but just really didn't know how to get it out. Some of them were scared. Some of them even had a business, but it needed to go to the next level. So wherever you are in that process, either inspiring entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs that want to take your business to the next level, you want to check out the Mastermind Accountability Bootcamp. It's a lot of accountability, and it's an intensive. It's 4 weeks. We meet twice a week for 4 hours. It's intensive.
You got to be ready. Don't sign up if you ain't ready.
Yes, don't
sign up.
Exactly. And that pretty much covers what we have going on right now. As Regina mentioned earlier, I do annual retreat. We go outside of the DMV to take you outside of your normal environment. And it's always at a 5 or 6 star resort, because I want you to know that better is always available. So last year we were at the beautiful Salamander Resort in Middleburg, Virginia. And when I tell you,
it was beautiful.
When I tell you that event was life-changing from beginning to end, even for me, from beginning to end, it was life-changing. And it's very intimate. I typically don't take any more than 50 women. I open it up to 50 women and I cut it off there because, again, I want it to be very intimate. I want to know your name before you leave. I want you to have some accountability before you leave. I want to be able to reach out and say, "Hey, Regina, what happened to Candace? I remember she said she wanted to do XYZ. Where is she at in that process?" So when you begin to see the retreat for 2017, you want to go ahead and sign up, because once we fill up with 50 people, that'll be the max again this year. That's it. And we always have people wait till the last minute and try to get in. We don't, because we are committed to the women that comes through Body by Tasha. And when I say 50, that's really physically all I can do at this point to make sure that I'm intimately involved with you. So make sure that you sign up when you see those things come through, and then share with everybody. Wherever you fall in those areas, make sure that you share with people. If you're not ready for fitness, but you know people that are, send them our way. If you're ready for the detox, come our way. If you know people, bring them our way. Just share. We are all about mind, body, and soul That is the foundation of Body by Tasha. It's not one without the other. You have to marry the two. You can't come in our space and not marry the two. I tell people, if you're not ready to do those three things, then we're not the fit for you. And that's okay. It really is okay, because it's no need for me to waste your time or you to waste our time when we know what the end result is going to be, what our mission is. So again, thank you, Regina, for allowing me on your first Blab. So awesome.
This was phenomenal. I had an awesome time. I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone who hung in there with us, who had an awesome time with us, partying, drinking y'all tea. Don't forget your teacup next Monday with your tea or your coffee, whatever you decide to use. And we are super excited that you decided to join us in the Inner Confidence Cafe, which CAFE stands for Connections Among Fearlessly Empowered Women. We are going to go live every Monday night and bring to you phenomenal men and women who are going to show up and show every week on Mondays at 7 p.m. here live on Blab. Tell a friend, tell a cousin, tell your mother, tell your father, everybody you want to invite. We're going to be here live on Facebook, posting live, but most importantly, we're going to show up live on Blab next week, Monday at 7 p.m. None other than my sister girl, mentor, coach, all of the above, love her to death, mama of wellness, Candace Camille Chick will hit the stage next Monday with me. We are going to show up and show out once again. But Datosha, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you, sis. I love you dearly. Keep empowering, keep pushing women, keep inspiring women. And again, ladies, we hope tonight you took notes, but don't just fill a notebook. Take action and execute everything that you were able to get. Be sure to follow me on all social media platforms at Regina R Speaks. And my website is my website is reginarobisonspeaks.com. And you can email me at info@reginarobisonspeaks.com. I am super, super excited. If you have not had an opportunity to get my new book, which launched in January, Buttoning Your Confidence, you don't want to miss it. You can get this on my website. You will love it, love it, love it. We have so much going on. If you have not already joined the Inner Confidence Cafe Facebook group, where we are loving on one another, inspiring and encouraging one another, and we are linking arms. This is not Inner Confidence Cafe is not a slogan. It is truly a movement. Join forces with us and link arms with other women. Again, we are so excited you joined us tonight for our first live Blab show ever, and it is going to go down every Monday. We have no rules here on Blab. We are going and going and going until we say we are tired of going. We love you guys for tuning in. It's been real, and truly, I hope that you will all show up again next Monday at 7 p.m. to hear Candace Camille, none other than the Wellologist. Invite a friend, tell someone else, and we are excited. Datosha, girl, thank you, thank you, thank you. The women were blessed. The feed was blowing up. Facebook Live was blowing up. Sorry, Facebook Live. I didn't get to talk to you as much, but as long as you was tuned in, you got everything you needed to get. For those of you who are going to watch this on recording, you want to be live next week. It's nothing like being live. The recording is just a replay, but when you can be live, you feel the excitement right then and there, and it doesn't have to be a recorded excitement. Again, Datosha, I love you, sister girl. Thank you so much for kicking it off, for burning the bridges, for breaking the barriers, and moving forward on my first live Inner Confidence Cafe Blab show. Remember, it is Connections Among Fearlessly Empowered Women. Connect with Datosha, connect with me. We love you guys, and this will end our Blab for tonight. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us, and we are looking forward to a phenomenal next Monday, 7 p.m. right here on Blab. Love you guys.
Good night.
Good night. May God bless you, and good night.
Good night.